Hello everyone, my name is Jack Jennings. Welcome to the third part of the Masterclass with myself and Manish Pingle. In this video, we talk about the structure of an Indian classical recital, beginning with the Alap, which is an unmetered part of improvisation, moving into a slow cycle and then a fast cycle, both in the 16-beat Teental rhythm cycle. If you really like Indian classical music on the guitar, then you should check out my online course, Essential Techniques for Indian Guitar, and it's 50% off until the end of May. Without any further delay, let's get stuck into this masterclass.
So the idea of playing the alap, the slow portion in the beginning, is just to, amplify on those microtones. What I'm saying, sharp and flat, and because only in the alap, once you go speed, then you can't really show those minute differences of the note going sharper or flatter. Just a few phrases of alap. So alap, it doesn't mean ALAP as long as possible. It actually can go on ALAP like as long as possible, but I'm just shortening it down. Alap, someone actually did ask us once because the alap went on and on and on, and we said, what does alap means? So I said, it just basically means unveiling of a raga and showing all these notes in a very minute way. Oh, I thought it means ALAP means as long as possible. It can go on and on and on. So, when I grew up, when I was his age, I come from a very small town, and we used to have house concerts, and we used to have one artist coming, performing all night. So we used to literally have ragas starting from late evenings, then late night ragas, then midnight ragas, then early morning ragas. So for one artist, right now we say that 20 minutes of alap or 20 minutes of this, but one rag could go on for like 3 hours, and then next rag. People would sit only drinking chai. Tea, what we in India we call it chai. Constantly chai used to flow, and we used to wake up literally with those morning hours of morning ragas, and so that's how I've been fortunate to grow up in that kind of an atmosphere. But now in a concert we always been given a time, and they say, okay, you have to pack up at 9, this place has to be vacated at 9:30, so you have to fix those 20 minutes of things. Then we still have a little 10 minutes, right? Do we have 5-10 minutes more?
What was that now?
It's already 4:35 or something.
Yeah, we have about 10 minutes.
Okay, so we'll just give a little glimpse of a slow when the tabla begins. So it usually starts with a slower tempo. It's the same 16 beats we were working on, takadimi, all that. It's just this tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how it usually begins when tabla. So there are a lot of spaces in between the two beats. So a lot of things, all the sharp and flat could be shown.
something that you don't unfold that over a very, very long period of time.
It's again 16, but faster 16. Idea is na din din na tin tin na taka din din na 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So composition which just happened is on the 10th. 5 6 7 8 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Na din din na na tin. So idea is improvise. One. So idea. So idea is just he's catching the 10th beat. This can lead on and on, can go faster and more intricate, but that's just a format which we, there's a progression as I mentioned, from Alap to Jor, which is like just a metronome to a little crescendo, and then to a slow 16 beats to faster 16 or 12 or whatever. And then in the end it could really lead to crescendo for which you have to come for the concert. And I think if you have any, just want to know anything else, otherwise.
Do you just finish when you do the pattern of 3 times around the one riff, you're saying that's just for a finish, just for an ending?
Yeah,
well, but at multiple different points throughout
so
the
ending of a theme.
performance. It could just be the ending. I mean, the typical way of ending a musical passage would be, especially if you were doing something on more of the fast side, would be to end it with one of these. I mean, you use them at all different paces, so they could be very, very slow ones. But I think the time when it's more expected that you really should use one is if you're doing a very, very long, continuous sort of like you normally would have to do something like that at the end of a long, fast line, because it's like you're building up all this energy, and then you kind of have to have something really good at the end.
I mean, there has to be a definite, ending to that. Otherwise, this just doesn't make any impact. I mean, fast is not something which is. I don't definitely get impressed with fast stuff, but if it's really properly, built up and then brings it to crescendo and ends it finally, then that's the impact.
And this is where sometimes you miss it.
Oh yeah, a lot of times you miss it. You will not know every time.
For this kind
but we do miss it sometimes.
But you think sometimes about it before.
Yeah, there's some calculated ones.
I'd like to try and get this one in.
Yeah. There's some calculated ones, which like especially when you're playing a duet. Like me and Jack, when we sit together, I've got some Tihais, he has some Tihais. A tabla player, he's a very fine tabla player. He has some Tihais. So we kind of have fixed on certain things that, okay, I'm going to be improvising, but it'll lead to this Tihai which everyone joins in. Something like that. But improvisation would be just on my own, or he would do the improvisation. But once I get into the Tihai, then they suddenly all join in. So there's a culmination, there's a point of,
The really good thing about the Tihai as well is that, sometimes I'll hear him play a phrase and I just know immediately that that's going to become a Tihai, and I might be able to quickly just know what the notes are. I mean, so sometimes you're just really sure, you're really confident. Yeah, I know he's playing those notes, and I'll jump in. joining with him. So sometimes there's things actually that aren't practiced, but we do end up playing them together. But because it's played 3 times, you know, if he plays it once, he's played it twice. You kind of know he's going to play it 3 times. So then, if you're lucky, you can maybe catch it the 3rd time. So it just helps to kind of tie things together, because otherwise it would just be, you know, always just separate playing. I mean, you have the melodies that you would learn and play together. But you often just do the melodies at more of a slow speed or maybe at a faster speed. But once things really get going, you really start improvising. Then you don't really fall back on set melody much of the time. You know, like most of the time you are improvising. So it's really great with this Tihai, we can kind of do a little bit more unison. So it's not just completely separate the whole time. You see what I mean?
And so you might use melodies like that as well a little bit, like you might recognise if you're playing a melody.
Well, we have like a set theme. We have like a main theme that's in that Raag, in that cycle. So we should learn that together, so it's prepared for the concert. But that's normally just quite a short thing, like this. That's just like 3 seconds long, and then but that whole section might be 20 minutes long. So most of the time you're playing completely different things.
Yeah, we know where to come back to. I mean, we don't know where, you know, we just start improvising it, but I know that when I come back to this, I pass it on to him, and then he improvises, then he comes back to that.
Yeah.
So that's a kind of a, Yeah. Thank you, guys. This was
great. Thank you very much for coming and listening so attentively.
Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this masterclass series, and we have some more videos coming out with Manish sometime soon in the future. It's going to be a while until I think I can meet with him and play with him again, because he's all the way out in India. But we will be doing some more things, and we do have some things in store that we've been working on together. So there will be more videos with Manish on this channel before too long, I hope. So we'll see you on another video. Take care.